Thank you. And Samantha, let's talk U visas. I understand that it's a non-immigrant legal status for people who've been victims of certain crimes. And the purpose is really to allow victims to report crimes to the law enforcement without fear of reprisal like deportation and such. But if the person who's applying or for the U visa has a criminal record themselves, are they still able to apply for the U visa?
Yeah, and that's a good question. So the U visa, you're actually eligible to apply for the U visa along with a waiver, and you can waive almost all grounds of inadmissibility except Nazi affiliation, if you're a perpetrator of genocide or torture or extrajudicial killing. So what that means is that individuals with criminal convictions, individuals with prior removal orders, unlawful entries, multiple unlawful entries, all of those are, quote, waivable. It's discretionary, but they can be waived. So that sounds really great, right? But how do we go about asking for this waiver and getting the waiver approved? So you can either file the waiver along with the U visa filing itself, or if you've already filed for your U visa and now you're realizing, hey, I have a criminal conviction, what do I do? You can file the waiver after the fact. It's an I-192 waiver. There is a high filing fee for this. It's about $930 currently. But as long as you're willing to pay that and file the application and show that your approval would be in the national and public interest, then you should be able to get the waiver. Essentially, you need to show that you're a good person. We show good moral character. We show that you're remorseful for what had happened. And that your approval is not against the public interest. So it's really important to explain why you may be inadmissible for any number of reasons. Explain the circumstances around all of that and explain the type of person that you are and ask for the waiver to be approved. So when the U visa is adjudicated, they're going to take a look at it, and if they find that there's an inadmissibility issue, and they normally would not be able to approve it, they'll look to see if there's a waiver application that was filed as well, and if so, approve both hopefully at the same time so that you are able to get the U visa. So of course, while we hope that no one ever becomes the victim of a crime and that none of our clients ever become the victims of crimes, the U visa does become a nice option for people who maybe have no other option, for people who maybe have multiple entries without a visa or who have criminal convictions or prior removal orders. So sometimes it's a last resort type of case, but for a lot of people, it's one of the better options for them. So it's just important to keep in mind when you're exploring different options for immigration, and keep in mind that even if you have a criminal conviction, it doesn't bar you from being able to file.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you for that, Samantha, really having options and hope where criminal conviction is concerned. That's great to know. So folks, if you are feeling stuck and stationary in the US and Canadian immigration law maze, not to worry, the NPZ Law Group is at hand to help you navigate your way. And what's more, they speak your language, whether that's Tamil, Hindi, Punjabi, Gujarati, or Nepalese. So get the help you need today. Visit visaserve.com or call them at 201-670-00.